How many seconds is that? I don't want to kill my broadcast.
Frank, you got a Rat cover band in your basement?
That's Boston Live.
Oh, Boston. Oh.
I can only play about 7 seconds before Facebook goes, okay, shut the show down. We don't pay the BMI and AppsCap here. All right, guys. Now let's start off by saying I'm sorry. I won't be able to yell and scream like normal. I can barely talk. And you know how they have seeing eye dogs? Well, I brought in Steve. He's my hearing mouth dog. Listen, guys, it's a Notka party tonight. We've been trying to put this together for a couple of weeks. I talked to Delek like 3 weeks ago. We were going to try and do it at the Central Florida Hunt. We couldn't put that together, so here we are. And Delek is here, and she's prepared to talk about everything Notka. We brought Jason Vesufi in because we needed his support because he's got so much to say. And I'm going to apologize. Why I can still talk. I'm going to tell this story to Mark. This is not anything derogatory about you. This is going on since I've known you, maybe 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Well, for some reason, when I hear Mark Tominski, in my head, I'm hearing Tim Kazurinsky.
Oh.
And not because you look like Tim, you're funny, like anything like that. That's what I hear. I was looking for your name. I'm trying to remember your last name about a month ago, and I called Ronnie, and I said, "Ron, what's Tim's last name?"
I don't know.
Tim who? I said, "You know Tim," because I don't know who you're talking about. Tim, the guy that works for Notka now. You mean Mark? I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. How many Tims could I possibly know, right? He's the only one.
I don't know why it is, but that's what I hear. Every time I want to say Mark Tominski, I hear Tim Kazurinsky. And it wasn't a joke. I wasn't trying to be funny. That's just how it happened.
Now do you believe me, Mark? When I tell you he's a boob, do you now believe me?
All right, I didn't want to say it, but Steve told me.
Hey, whatever mnemonic you want to associate with me to help remember, I'm fine with it. Call me Tim, whatever.
Yeah, but the mnemonic doesn't work because I convinced myself your name's Tim.
I'm glad you told me, and it's okay. I'll just say my name 3 times, Mark, and then you know what? We're all good now.
I think I've got it under control at this point.
You ain't got nothing under control. You're a boob and always have been a boob.
All right, so where do we start? I don't have one in my hands yet. One of the reasons we brought Jason in, I got to play with it at the Central Florida Hunt, the new AccuPoint.
Oh,
just a little bit that I saw of it. I like this pinpointer a lot. Jason's been using it. Jason, before we get into their side of it, because they work for Notka. Tell me about what you found out about it, what you like about it.
Frank, I would tell you if I didn't like it, I think they really hit the bullseye on this one, man. It feels good in your hand, where some of the older pinpointers, it felt like a wine bottle, like I was going to go mug a guy. It was just
some of the new ones, some of the new ones too.
Yeah, it feels good in your hand. One button control. You don't have to. The old one, and no offense, it was a 2-button. You needed 2 hands because the buttons were on the butt. It's perfect. One button, right where your thumb fits naturally. Yeah. The headphones sync up flawlessly, so you can turn it on, turn it off. You can even have it come through your headphones and open air for us YouTubers. Right. That's great because you want the audience to hear it.
Yeah, you want your audience to hear it.
Absolutely. And when I first heard it was going to have an LCD screen, I thought, oh, this is going to be gimmicky. Like, who's looking at the LCD screen? But it's not. It's just for setting it up. So you can see your battery life. You can see your sensitivity. You can see if you're in iron on, iron off.
And that's my biggest thing. The iron, here I go. I'm trying to talk too much now. The iron reject the discrimination mode that it has you don't necessarily want to have that on all the time. And when you're digging, it's nice to be able to look at it and tell by looking at it if it's on or if it's off. So I think I think it's brilliant, and it's waterproof. So if it gets guys like, oh, it's just going to get muddy. Okay, well, dip it in the water, wash it off.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I like how you can hear the two tones. Personally, I run it in one tone. If I'm already down there, I want to dig it all out anyway. But I can see the appeal, especially if you're in a real trashy area and there's nails all over the place. Hey, who doesn't want extra features? Whether you use it or not, it's there.
Yeah. Exactly. You know what? Maybe you never use it. Maybe you do. Maybe you do use the. Me personally, I liked the feature of iron reject. I thought it was brilliant when it came out on another company's machine. It would have been awesome if it worked.
Yeah.
But now again, I've tried to hear D-Lec demonstrate it. When I get it, that's one of the first things I'm going to try. I think it's a brilliant move. I will use that if the opportunity, if I ever find anything again in the dirt. Because all I have are beaches here. But. All right, we're going to bring him in. D-Lec, Mark. See that? I got Mark first shot right out of this time. Tell me about it. Tell me the processes. Tell me what you guys like about it. What you did to make this thing come out the way it is.
What does that say? I love D-Lec.
Where's Steve's wife? Steve's wife somewhere in that
I love
house.
you too.
Right here.
I was going to ask.
Right here.
That's
And
the
then
ghost.
it's-
Well, to answer that question, I just wanted to back up really quickly about the LCD screen and why we made the AccuPoint. I've always said this, and I've worked inside the metal detecting space for a number of years, about 15 plus. And I always felt like pinpointers, it didn't matter which one you picked up, were the most frustrating experience. Like I had to carry the little user manual with me because, you get into those beeps and it doesn't matter which one, you're like beep, 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 beep. And you're like, oh man, I think I just turned it off. I'm just trying to change something, and I think the simplicity right there, it's a game changer, but at the same point, it's such an easy concept to be able to see your sensitivity level, to be able to see your battery level, to be able to turn on ferrous, non-ferrous, or to pair up to the Bluetooth. And it was a no-brainer move when we designed it, and the reception that we've seen in the beta program has been overwhelmingly positive. But I think that's the cherry on the top. The real kicker is the performance. And I think the reviews we're getting about how precise it is and how for some reason, the detection depth is a huge deal with pinpointers, and the AccuPoint will be no exception. It's going to have the performance needed to basically wipe the floor with the competition. So I just want to say that to start. D-Lec, I'll let you jump in on that.
No, actually, you know what? What was just crossing my mind? I was just thinking, oh my God, I'm so glad we hired Mark. He can do all
Tim. Oh no, never mind.
He can do all the talking, he can do all the marketing, and I can just like sit here and relax.
And like move the hair, like you're like
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let me ask one question now. Is this a pulse induction pinpointer or no? Because
No.
you have iron.
No, it's not.
Okay.
This is a VLF, and
It's a 20.
It has discrimination of sorts on it.
Interestingly, it's a 20 kilohertz VLF pinpointer, and not many pinpointers use 20 kilohertz. Go ahead. Sorry.
We can go find gold with that 20 kilohertz.
Exactly. It's really sensitive to small gold as well.
Okay.
And that's an odd pinpoint range.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
What was the Nokta pointer before? 15 kilohertz?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Nokta pointer was 15, but then we actually made a change and made it, I believe, 18, if I'm not wrong, because it was 12, and it was interfering with the old simplex. So we turned it, I think, and made it 18, if I'm not wrong.
That's awesome.
I just want to say that You're talking about the pinpointer, but listen, man, I got to tell you something. And this legend is just really rocking it, man. And the combination of the two, I think, because Jason's talking about this thing going through the headphones, and that's a good combination where that works like that. You can hear the pinpointer through your headphones. I know a lot of people like to do that. Besides the legend knocking it out of the park, and now you're coming out with a pinpointer. This is going to be a great combination. I don't know, Ron, if you want to ever set up a package where you can get the legend and the pinpointer all in one shot and just have everything all synced together,
Well, that's a nice bundle that I think they just put together.
Let's go to say I think somebody.
Come on, Steve.
All right, I'm out. Bye.
Steve.
Steve was tossing you a softball, Delic, so you can hit a home run here.
Steve, come on, you know about the promotions.
No, I didn't. I don't pay much attention. I'm pretty stupid.
Yeah, Steve,
I'm really dumb.
Steve don't call me anymore. If you did call me, I would have told him. So.
I look smart.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Who told you that?
So to answer your question, Steve, actually, as of today, we started a great promotion, promotion series, I would call it. That's going to run till the end of the year, where we're giving away the AccuPoint free with the purchase of a Legend WHP.
Now, just
so I am a genius.
Let them know that distribution may not have a lot of stock, so you may get the pinpointer after the fact. Correct?
Say that again.
I got an email from Robert, and
okay.
They're gonna fill as much as they can. They don't have stock on the AccuPoints yet. So
yes, but there's a bunch of them shipped already. It's on the way. It should be there like in a matter of days. If they didn't get it today, they're going to be getting them like in a matter of days, and we're going to be shipping more and more. And I'm talking about air shipments. Okay. So, yeah.
That was one of his concerns, that they can sell the detector and then they would get the pinpointer at a later date if they didn't have stock. So now we heard it from the horse's mouth. The stock's going to be there.
Yeah. Yes.
Hold her to that.
I mean, listen, I don't know like how many detectors were shipped and then how many AccuPoints were shipped. But what I'm saying is there's a bunch coming. It's on the way already, and we're going to be air shipping more and more. For example, there's another shipment going out this week, then probably another one next week. So we have till the end of the year to fulfill all the orders. So I'm sure you guys are going to get stuck pretty soon.
Very good.
And the AccuPoint comes with 2 replaceable tips, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
one that's attached already, and then a spare one.
Beautiful. And it's funny because on the pages this week was a string of other pinpointers, and it was just that time of the year where they're cracking, they're leaking. So I thought it was perfect timing that there's an additional replaceable pinpoint tip for the AccuPoint, and I like it because it's thinner. I like it because the button isn't recessed to where you're grabbing it from back here and then you're like this. And your biggest pet peeve of mine ever, guys, they trimline it. They recess the button, and then instead of being able to pull it out, put it in the hole, you pull it out, and you got to search for the button for an hour. For Notka, the buttons are on the front, not the back. Big win. I love that. And from the little bit that I had in my hand, it's very sensitive. It's very quick. It's not a cheap pinpointer where you put it an hour later it goes off. And D-Lec is flying through the controls. But I know we're gonna have fun with it. I can't wait. Playing with this.
At what point did you say you weren't going to talk much tonight? You haven't stopped.
I can't talk loudly.
I'll help you out. Jason, didn't you say one of your guys on the show, was it Rich, that the pinpointer tip is already faded out and like it's compromised a bit?
Well, we traditionally, before this came out, we all used the Garrett pinpointer. That was the standard, in this country. That was the top of the mountain. Now I think this one's even better. But one of the knocks with the Garrett is that after time of sticking it in the ground, it wears holes in it. And I can't tell you how many people I bumped into that dip it in epoxy and whatever they got to do
Exactly.
because they're expensive. So, and it's always in the tip because that's what's going into the ground. So the fact that the tip is replaceable, and I'm guessing eventually you'll probably be able to buy just extra tips.
Took the
if you're
words
looking
out of
for
my
those
mouth.
two.
Will we be able to get those tips down the road
Sure.
again?
I
Sure.
can't imagine why. So
Sure,
this
but-
pinpointer
but-
could really last you forever.
Yes, sure. But the fact that we're including a spare one, that like two of them, that should last a long time. But after that, if you still need another one, you can always buy one. Yeah.
Well, I
It's
like to paint them to match my my attire, whatever I happen to be wearing that day.
And I'll
When
tell
I
you,
never,
Frank, in a pickle, if you pull that tip off, it's not like there's exposed wires. You could still use the thing.
Right.
There's still a
Yes.
tip on there. So you really have 3 tips.
Jason, we thought about exposing the wires and you could use it as a taser,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, there
there
you
was
go.
some legal issues.
I've met some sketchy people in these fields, Mark. That taser's not a bad idea.
You know what? We
Portable
could,
defibrillator.
And how fast it connects and disconnects to the headphones is really impressive too. I thought there was going to be lag, and there's no lag. When you turn it on, it's instant.
wait.
So it's
you-
really incredible. Like I didn't even think the technology of Bluetooth could work that fast.
Which
You turn your car on, takes a few seconds for your phone to sync
Right.
up. It's just how the technology works. So I don't know what they did or who they talked to, but it's almost instantaneous.
when you
So let me
discovered
ask
something.
Let me ask you one quick technical question. When
Go
I
ahead.
turn on the AccuPoint and the Bluetooth is making a connection, am I connecting to the headphones or am I connecting to the Legend?
to the headphones.
Okay. So then
Yeah.
I can't get a shameless plug-in for the Aquatech, so I'll just forget the rest of my questions.
Well, like I said, Frank, I used the Aquatex this past weekend because the headphones, although I think they're rainproof, I'm not sure. They're not waterproof.
Yeah.
And we were detected in the pouring rain, so there's still a good market besides underwater for
Well,
for your
and you know
headphones,
what?
too.
That came up this week because the guys are like, "Do you make one that's just weatherproof?" I'm like, well, kind of, sort of. If I could dive in the ocean with these headphones, they can get a little rain on them. So, and you're right. You got to make that connection. You got 4 of them because or else people don't necessarily make that connection.
Hey, Jason, you were talking about the Bluetooth, and I think we made a discovery in the pre-session before we joined this when you were talking about the AccuPoint beta program, and there was a feature that you didn't like, but you were surprised that there's been a change. Can you talk about that little discovery we just made?
Well, and I didn't fault Nokta for this, but when you turned on the headphone on the pinpointer, as your headphones disconnected from the Legend and then made the connection to the AccuPoint, in your headphones you hear connect date, and then when you turn the pinpointer off, disconnect as it goes back to your detector. It doesn't sound like much, but when you're detecting 10 hours a day and you're in your ear all day, detect date, disconnect date, like I was going crazy. But I just thought that was a factor of Bluetooth. It wasn't like, they didn't invent Bluetooth. I just thought that was the way that those headphones were made. But they came out with an update that I think you just released today, Dealick,
Yes.
1.13,
113.
which I put on about maybe 1 o'clock this afternoon. And that whole annoying British voice is gone. You don't hear nothing. So they fixed it. Somehow they reached out to the headphone manufacturer and got them to change how Bluetooth works. So yeah, she's gone. The annoying English woman's gone.
Yes, she's gone. She's gone for the Legend users for
Well,
now.
I can't speak for the one step at a time, right?
She still exists. She still exists for the Simplex users. So now we have to figure that part out.
Well, she's a
couldn't
lovely
say-
woman. She's a
We
lovely
couldn't
woman.
say goodbye, Jason. We just couldn't say goodbye fully.
Right.
But
I thought she
Dealick,
was going to invite me in for some fish and chips.
the questions are popping up on the chat. And
Yeah.
just
Sure.
you had talked about this earlier in different lives that you did, but just for the people viewing now. This pinpointer will connect to, as long as it's aptX low latency headphones. It's not proprietary to just your headphones.
No, it's not. They can use their Bluetooth headphones. They can pair their Bluetooth headphones if they are low latency aptX, Bluetooth headphones.
And that's the one thing, guys, you got to remember. If they're not a low latency headphones, then you're going to get a delay.
Yeah, I use mine in the summer with earbuds, and I tried to pair the AccuPoint with them with Bluetooth low latency earbuds, and it worked. So you don't have to get the Nokta headphones. Although with winter coming in the Northeast, it gets cold, and those headphones do keep you warm.
Very, very, very quietly, very diplomatically, people are asking me about using this pinpointer with potentially another machine. So they want to know if it'll connect to
the other machine will break if you try to pair it kind of explodes.
Good answer. Good answer.
So you can only use Nokta. You can buy Legends at your local dealer. We have Ronnie DeGhetto on this podcast here. So, that's a shameless plug. So sorry.
Wouldn't you call it a mobcast? I like that.
Yeah, it's a mobcast.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, that's obviously a joke. Sorry, Delik. You can answer it truthfully now.
Okay, here's the thing. I mean, the pinpointer, they can connect it to any Bluetooth headphones, but that audio switch, like when you turn the machine off,
Right.
for the audio to switch from the AccuPoint back to the detector, I don't think that's possible.
That switch may be proprietary to whatever the Nokta machine is putting out.
Yeah.
Right.
But if they just wanted to use the pinpointer with the headphones for whatever reason, I got you. I'm trying to diplomatically answer the question.
That's a good question.
Gotcha. So you may not be able to get both the headphone and the machine in the headset.
Yeah, exactly. Because see, what happens is once you turn that pinpointer on, the audio from the Legend or the Simplex goes to the AccuPoint,
Right.
and then when you turn it off, it goes automatically back to the Legend or the Simplex.
Right. It's
So I don't
proprietary
think that's
to your machine, not to your headphone.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be possible with another machine.
How about you, Steve? You try it yet?
I feel like Ronnie, man. I'm sitting there, I ain't said a word.
How's it feel, huh? How's it feel?
I came here to goof around, not talk about detecting.
No,
Talking
don't
detecting.
worry. A nice young.
Ronnie, Steve, how big of a deal is lithium battery in a pinpointer versus like a 9-volt?
Well, in a case with lithium, of course, you're going to get a longer time spread. So I don't know if it really makes that big of a difference because you're not running your pinpointer the whole time you have it on. I mean, so you shouldn't be draining from the battery source when the machine is off. I would think not, right? So, but
Yeah.
So
The longer your battery keeps the highest level of power,
is
the
the better.
longer the components,
Performance.
the transmit receive components of any broadcast machine will be operating optimally. Every machine will drop off a little bit as the battery gets weaker until it can't operate anymore. Any digital machine.
Right.
And it's
So
nice that you can
the
see
longer
the
the battery
battery
maintains
level,
full power,
Ron. I
the
mean,
longer the machinery's working at full power.
I know me and the guys using the old pinpointers, we'd all have to carry spare 9-volts around because you don't know if you've got 90% battery or 5% battery.
Nothing like walking out in
I
that
can't
field
tell you
and
how many
turning that
times
thing
we've
on.
done
And
it,
it's
and
dead.
then someone's got to take the long walk back to the car. So the fact that not only you can look at it and see, but I carry wherever I go a USB power brick in case I forgot to charge my headphones, my detector, whatever. I could charge that pinpointer while I'm not using it, and then when I need it, unplug it, use it, charge it again. I mean, it's nice to not be reliant on running back and forth, hoping someone's got a 9-volt.
Jason,
Yeah,
have
I
you
think
got a handle on what that lifespan of that thing is fully charged?
I use it twice so far. I use it 10 hours and maybe 9 hours. I didn't even recharge it, and it's still fully charged. I can show it to you right now. Didn't drop one bar.
It has a long battery life, guys. Let me tell you.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And like Ronnie
Like-
said, in a 12-hour day of detecting, maybe the pinpointer's on for what, 20 minutes maybe? You know,
Yeah,
because
what, half
you're not
hour at
using it
most?
all the time.
That's right. I don't know.
Well, unless you're me and you leave it on, you bury it in a hole, then you got to go back and find it.
Or that TikTok guy that drags his pinpointer behind him on the beach. That guy,
you got
that guy will go fast.
Listen, he finds some good stuff. Don't knock him.
Supposedly.
It's USB-C also.
It is USB-C.
Yeah.
So you get a faster recharging too than the micro USB.
So
And,
do-
it's, and
you know,
it's the same as so if my phone just plugged into my truck, I got to plug for my pinpointer
Yeah.
as well.
exactly. In the car, in the truck, the battery banks, and that's, I think, where I was getting at is that convenience versus some convenience stores and stores in general just don't have 9 volts anymore. They have the AA's, AAA's are, but 9 volts can sometimes be
And they're-
iffy. And I know it's a really convenient battery type, but I think that's a underrated feature.
And 9 volts are the most expensive battery of the everyday batteries that we use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first size battery that actually has some kind of amperage to it. You can they jack those prices up, man. They're crazy. 9-volt batteries are insane anymore. The price.
Eggs, 9-volt batteries. What's next? I mean, we just
Hey,
make sure our
gas.
bananas are no good
Knock
bananas.
on wood, my gas
Well
just went
priced.
down to $3.29 today. Don't
Oh.
jinx me.
Yeah, we can. Okay, do a seance.
So, does this have a meter to tell you when the battery's dying? I haven't seen the thing, so
Yeah.
that's why I'm asking Jason. How do you know? Does it show you the strength of the meter of the battery on there, or
Yeah, there's a little battery indicator life. It's like a
Okay.
little 4-bar graph.
Mhm.
I don't know if it makes a noise when it gets low because mine's still full from the day I got it.
yeah?
But
It
you do
does.
have
At
a
least,
little graph
at least
can
you have a
see
way
as
to
it's going
determine
down.
that it's getting low.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you're right. That trying to get a 9-volt battery, please. How many times have I sat there and asked people, "Do you got a battery? You got a battery? You got a battery?" You
Yeah.
know, and
Every time we've been out, and I had to go back to my truck to get you a battery.
And every
Yeah.
time I replace the battery, I always put it in the wrong way, and then I got to take it out every time.
Now,
I don't
You
know
have
how
to
it
lick
is.
it.
the
You gotta
best
lick
is
it.
taking the haul back to the truck, reaching in my bag, getting that battery,
Yeah.
putting it in like an idiot, not turning the machine on, going
Yeah.
all the way back out to the field to find out the one I put in was dead.
Yep.
And every
Yeah, those days
time
are
I
over.
sell a pinpointer, I get stuck for putting a battery in it because once you put it in the battery, for the show them how to use it,
That's part of the sale.
here we go,
there's
crying about
$3
profit
$4
margin
that
again.
comes out of your profit.
It
giving
adds
away
up.
that
It's
It adds
stupid
always the
battery.
profit margin.
Hey, Frank,
Hey.
since I switched to this AccuPoint, I'm going to sell all my old 9 volts on Facebook Marketplace if you want them. They're cheap.
Listen, the AccuPoint 2 comes with a solar panel.
Oh,
Oh, there you go. Put that in the
No,
suggestion
no, no,
box. In the suggestion box.
They're making them smaller and smaller now. I just have to wear it up here so the sun hits me on my shoulder.
that's a good idea.
Frank, I need to mount a solar pack on my back. I get tired after like 8 hours. Can you do that?
Energizing
just
funny.
wanna-
Anything's possible.
I just want to take this time seriously to thank DLEC for everything she's done for Detect America.
Oh,
I think you're the greatest.
thank you. Steve.
I only came back to this show because you were coming on, not because of the boob in the corner.
Or me.
Sorry.
Or me.
Mark like that.
Because I had asked them once before, maybe twice before. So.
And I had to come on to see DLEC because you really are important to me.
Thank
And-
you.
I thought it was great when I met you in Florida, man. That was hilarious.
Oh God. We laughed.
Oh my God.
It
Here's
was.
how you know DLEC is such a hard worker and she's loved in the hobby. Mark, you've been in the sales and the administrative side of this hobby forever. So is Ronnie. When was the last time a VP of sales and marketing was known to everybody in this hobby? When was the last time anybody like that got recognized as like a rock star in this hobby? It doesn't happen. Besides me, when does that ever happen?
Right.
I'm just saying. Everybody that this is a woman that works in marketing, and everybody in this hobby knows.
Let's not forget this one important thing. DLEC, what time is it where you are right now?
3:30.
This nice woman has gotten up numerous times to be on our show at 3 a.m. Frank, call me at 3 a.m. and see what I got to say to you.
I
Yeah.
tried.
Because, you know,
I
and,
love it.
and I want Barack on this show.
I sent him a note. I sent him a note to see if he wanted to come on. He never got back to me.
No, because he's sleeping. That's why, because he's sleeping.
Yeah, it's 3 in the
He
morning.
called me this morning, and then I tried to get back in touch with you. Like, I'm not picking up that phone.
And
Aw.
and Mark, we've met numerous times. We've always laughed at, you know, at the FH10 and
Absolutely.
wherever we meet up. And you're a good guy too, because I think you put up with a little bit of my harassment at those hunts too, which is good.
Well,
And I'm going to say something here. I'm going to say something that's a little monumental. Is I think that Jason Bazzufi is kind of warming up to me a little, Frank.
oh,
I don't know why.
You've been-
I don't
you've
know
been
why.
I don't know
teasing,
either,
sir.
but-
he sends me
Jason, you
love
got a bottle
notes
of
in
Jack
the
Daniels
mail.
under there or something?
But I got to
He
say
serenades
one
me
thing.
outside my window. I mean, you know, what are you going to do? He's winning me over.
But yeah, so I sent him a message saying D-Lec would be here, and he's like, "Oh, it'd be nice, you know," and he agreed to come on because that's much appreciated. But I got a question for you, Jason, because I want to tell everybody I watch your videos and I like them. They're good videos, man, and I wish I could do those videos like you do. But now the other gentleman, the young guy with the beard, his name is Rich.
Rich.
Okay, I got to tell you something. I think me and Rich kind of got a lot in common here, okay? All right, because let's face it, he finds everything on your videos, okay? And it's his job to carry the other guy in the show. And I've been carrying Frank for like 9 years. This guy, I think I got to get him on our show because I like that guy, man. He is really cool. And I think
Every
he
guy
really-
on the show has a role, and they're
And-
all uniquely picked for the show.
Well, what is his to find everything? Because man, he's
Absolutely.
yeah.
He's young. He's in good shape. He's thin. He'll dig every hole. And why Doug and I are schmoozing with the homeowner for 2 hours to make sure they're comfortable with 6 strangers at their house all day.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
wait.
unleash Rich, and he goes out and finds everything. So when we're done, I walk out. He's got 12 things found.
Hold on a minute. So he's young, he's fit, he finds everything. Exactly what does he have in common with you again, Steve?
I think together they're a perfect
called-
10,
it's
because
called the
Rich is
weight on his
one,
shoulders,
Steve is the
okay?
0.
He's carrying as much weight on his shoulders as I am. But Jason, your last couple of videos, just seems like, are you doing all the video and not much digging? Because it just seems to me like you're doing all the taping and you ain't getting nothing over the ground.
That's right. I mean, it's listen, it's a team effort, and I to make the videos, yeah, that's what it is. We bring guys on. I do get to detect some, but I walk around and film everything, and then we talk to the homeowner, and I gotta, you know, I enjoy detecting, but I like making videos too. It's hard to do both, so you build a team.
Exactly. See, now that's what happened with Detect America. Okay, because we would go out with like 4 and 5 guys, and we'd be like, "All right, well, someone record this."
And nobody
And
was filming anything.
nobody ever wanted to put their detectors down to start recording nothing. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, you have to have a good plan. Like we were at an event 2 weeks ago in Massachusetts. From when I pulled up at 9 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock until we left at 6, I never even got to turn my machine on. Never even turned it on.
right.
But it happens. But if I can go
does.
around and record everyone's
What-
finds and make people laugh and get them excited about the hobby in general, hey, that's a win, man.
Can I just say I've been to probably 4 to 5 big, massive hunts with Jason, and every single time I look over, he is talking to a large crowd, or even off the side to one person, one-on-one. He is on the second he gets there. He does not turn off, and the love and passion for this hobby. There's very few people that I have seen of that caliber, and I respect it, Jason. I have the utmost respect for you, and I think you do amazing things in this industry.
Well, thanks, Mark. I don't want to take the show away from the AccuPoint, but I appreciate.
No, I second that. I second that, by the way.
We talked about the AccuPoint. We're done talking about it. Everyone's going to buy it.
It's a
Trust me.
pinpointer.
Hey, listen,
we're gonna-
I always say I'm a fan of the hobby first.
Right.
and then
Exactly.
and then I'm brand loyal for the
Right.
brands I like, and I'm a huge fan of Nokta, not only for how good they work, but look at the quality. Look at you get direct access. Anybody out there
Biggest-
could message
biggest
her
difference
or put
between
a
any-
comment, and she's
Exactly.
probably going to reply. You don't get that from anybody else, even
Exactly.
outside of metal detecting.
Thank
Go
you.
try to email the director of marketing for Coca-Cola or Wonder Bread. See if they get back to you. They ain't gonna.
Oh wait, try getting in touch with the VP of Detect America because he don't answer the phone either.
I know. I got
Let me
caller
tell
ID.
you.
I got caller ID.
He's got caller ID.
Yeah, exactly. I told
He
you
just
how
doesn't
that-
answer you, Steve. I think he
Jason,
doesn't
I
answer
explained that to you, didn't I? Yes, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, just try calling Frank.
That's
I,
good.
I picked right up for Barack when he called me this morning.
But no, I mean, they do a great job. And I've been a fan since the day I first found out about them. Probably, and I haven't been them that long, deal. Look, what, maybe like 4 years or so.
Yeah.
It was before the Amphibio came out. I had heard about them. I wanted to see the machine, and I was just impressed with the quality of it, the military buttons. I got tired of the wobble from the machine I was using. And every time they go to the new machine, I fall in love all over again.
Oh, thank you.
And your show is like Battle of the Legends because everybody's using the legend. And
Once
I
they see
think
what
that's
I'm
impressive.
finding with mine,
I love that
I don't
Battle of
detect
the
as much as
Legends.
the other guys do because I'm filming. So if they see that I'm finding the majority with my machine, they all wanted that machine. And now I don't find a lot again.
But you know, if no one out there watches your shows, you got to start watching because I like them. They're you know, it's kind of like what you want to see. They're digging and they're getting good stuff. I mean, you know,
He's very entertaining.
Yeah.
And that's the key. And anybody could go out there and swing a metal detector, beep, 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 dig a hole.
it keeps your
It's
attention.
fun.
Yeah,
They make
the
it
videos keep the attention. And they're good. So keep them rolling. I know I send you messages that I watch them, but
Well,
They're
I
good.
appreciate it, man. Whether you
good,
watch it or not, I mean, there's a lot of YouTube channels out there. I don't tell anyone to watch. I know how it
I
is
don't
to
watch
get
anybody.
busy.
I don't even watch this show. I hate this show.
how about you doing a video on that new pinpointer that's coming out? Run through all the functions.
There's a good likelihood I will. I was waiting for them, during the beta. I was waiting to see because God forbid they found something wrong and had to pull back. So I didn't want to make a video. I heard that Delic finally said, "Look, we're good to go," and they released everybody from the non-disclosure. So I probably will. And it's not like it's rocket science, Ron. I mean, I could do a video in 4 minutes. It might look intimidating. It's really not. And the screen is so intuitive, you could almost figure it out just from the pictures.
But
Yeah,
you don't
call me Steve
how,
could use it, so
how
it's gotta be pretty easy.
valuable a video is, because nowadays people want to see how it functions and how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's easy, but the value in that video, you don't realize.
Your
how
legend video
The
is
legend
like
video.
downloaded on my phone.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that. I actually sat there with my legend and went through every aspect of the machine with your video. So
Well, thanks.
that I think is
See, what I like about how I like to learn things is I don't want you to tell me what it does. I
Right.
want you to tell me why it does it. What's it affecting?
Right.
So rather than me say, "Hey, Steve, if you go out there, put it in this mode, put it in this," and what are you learning from that? But if I explain what every button does and how it affects the machine,
Right.
well, now you have the know-how.
And he's dialing it in his.
and that's what I like
in
to
your
do.
environment. So
That's what I like those videos about is I can take the video if I need to pause it, if I need to back up, and I can sit there and manipulate the machine to the way I like it as I watch these videos, because I'm a turn and go guy. Now I have not really tweaked it. I put it the way I like it, and boom, I'm going to go. And I am going to get now the weather's getting a little cooler. I'm going to get out there in the dirt with this because, like I said, watching your videos, I'm now watching how the legend works in the field.
Mm-hmm.
And
So-
listen, you can absolutely turn it on and go. It's just that
Right.
I like to take advantage. I'm a techie guy.
Yeah, I'm
I
not.
like to manipulate it and customize it, and for me. But you can turn it on and go, and it's going to
I
work
did.
just fine.
But that's what I'm saying is I watch the video, I customize it to me. Now it's turn and go. I don't like to, and I know people do this, but I don't like to stand out in the field and I don't. I'm going to say waste time, but I like to swing. People like to get there and they like to change it and do this and that.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm like, all right, well, if I change it, well, maybe it won't be here. I'm like, you know what? I'm just out here to swing my detector and walk.
Yeah,
And
that's a good
Steve.
segue. Good
Steve.
segue into the score.
Yep. That's it.
Steve,
yes, ma'am.
you just proved Frank right.
No, I didn't. Don't
Yes,
ever.
you did.
With
I
what?
love you, but
You
don't
know
ever.
what he told me at the Florida hunt?
What?
The new score that were coming out is a turn on and go machine. Especially we have two models. The lower one, you don't even ground balance, nothing. There are really no settings other
Talk
than
about
your
that, I'll be right back.
sensitivity. He told
Well,
me, oh, this is the perfect machine for Steve because he cannot use the legend.
Wait, listen. While he's gone, I'm going to tell you one. I'm going to give you a little tip. Don't ever tell him he's right about anything. I don't care. I don't care if he hits a damn bullseye. Don't tell him he's right because you never ever hear the end of it. Okay. And in all honesty, the guy he's a boob. Okay? The guy is clueless. Okay, he's probably ran over every machine he's ever owned. He's probably left about 5 pinpointers in the field wherever he detects. Okay,
He lost one the first day I met him. He lost one in the field.
there's more coins on the bottom of his truck that he doesn't even know he ever found that we should totally give away. Don't ever tell him he's right. Okay.
The only thing though, Dad, like I think what Frank meant, you need to make a metal detector that just has one button for Steve.
They do the mini horde.
Yeah, but I can't lean over that far. I mean, even the small one, I gotta lean over. So wait, I gotta tell Ronnie this story. So Ron, at Dig It Dude, I started talking to Jason, and I'm like, dude, I was like, I gotta tell you, man, I never have a luck with any getting any permission to do properties because he's out there getting permission to do everybody's. And you're like, how the hell does this guy do it? And he looks at me and goes, you know what, Steve? He goes, you got to be a people person, and you're just not a people person. And I sat there and I was about to argue with him, but I was like, no, you're kind of right. Yeah, he's kind of right.
You can fake it though. You can fake it.
Steve. Yeah, you were telling me how. Yeah, we had some good laughs up at Dig It Dude, and it was a fun time.
Yeah, I like all those people running there.
You got to remember too. When you walk up to the house and you look like you're a member of the mob, that scares people away right off the bat.
Frank told me they thought I was going to steal their lunch.
I have.
I'm not going to do anything.
Doug, who's the older gentleman in the group, if you don't know him, he knocks and gets 99% of our permissions because he's older, because he's friendly. Even if you're going to tell him no, you're not going to be rude. You're going to hear him out. Where if I had Rich, younger, long beard, sometimes you make a snap judgment.
Yeah.
And he might not be as successful. So
That's right.
Doug is a secret weapon, and this is all planned out. You got to think about these things.
Steve, I apologize. Taylor Swift was calling me with some football strategies. I
said nothing but good things about you while you were gone, Frank.
I had spies.
He nominated you for sainthood, so be prepared for a letter from the Pope.
Yeah, I'll wait for that. So, Steve, are you ready for the score now? You going to get a score?
The legend, dude. I know how to use it.
All right, you keep telling yourself that. But
Delic, do you have I know you hate giving out dates, but is there an estimated date of when that score might be released?
We're trying to get it out, before the actual holiday season begins. That's the plan. That's really the plan. So we can get it ready for, like Black Friday, Christmas, and all that. But let's see.
Yeah, I'm not going to hold you to anything.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to commit to that.
But
I just know that, because I don't know if you saw, Frank, I only know because I saw on Facebook that Nokta changed buildings, to that giant.
Oh, I was talking to her about that before the show. I want to know if I can rent a room there. I want to use it as my vacation home. It's beautiful.
It is.
It is. It is. I mean, Mark was there in August. And yeah, when you walk in, sorry, when you walk in, it actually looks like a hotel, like a 5-star hotel,
You were
with
doing
that
that
rather
video
than a
today. You
factory.
were doing the
Yeah.
video today, and I'm looking at the seating area, the beautiful desk. I was like, okay, did they give her like a luxury apartment in there to do her videos? Because the place is gorgeous. What a gorgeous facility that is.
The outside of the building won architectural awards in all of Europe. It's that impressive on the outside. If you go to Nokta's YouTube channel, you can find the distributor tour that we did. You can see the outside of it. But one other fact that I may or may not shouldn't say or should say is the amount of just decorating and things that Nokta did in the inside of the building may even surpass the outside of the building. And that's where you just walk in, and the small attention to detail, which I don't think there's another person that would probably talk about this, but whoever the artist is, when you go into, we have this auditorium room where we do training sessions, and we do slide projections where we talk about new products with the distributors. In that room, if you look on the wall, the most fantastic artist, I don't know who Nokta hired or who we hired, but it is amazing. Like there's this vortex black hole that kind of wraps in on itself that looks very scientific with E equals MC squared, and then like Nokta like written like on a blueprint, and they just nailed it. The vibe feels so techie. I think Jason would run around squealing like a 3-year-old girl because it's just so neat inside. And then you have all the coworkers, all your coworkers at Nokta, the scientists, the workers that are working on the production floor. It is one of the most well-oiled machines. And I'm glad to be able to tell the story from my eyes, new eyes, that someone else can be like, oh yeah, that's normal. But in America, we don't all have cafeterias. At the Nokta building, our HQ, we have a full cafeteria where the food was delicious. And it's just part of the culture. It's part of how we treat our employees as workers, and to benefit them to work hard. And
Bus service.
What is it?
Bus service.
Oh, bus
For the-
service.
Oh,
Also
bus
coffee. The only thing I care about is coffee. There was a barista,
Barista.
and I could just go up and just order my cappuccino. So
Wow.
Yeah.
everything. I'm very happy that this came up because it's amazing.
See, I'd have to refrain because I'm on a diet, so I probably couldn't indulge as much as.
Like when you guys came up with the whole idea of serving employees food, Steve wasn't even thought about, was he?
No,
Yeah,
that's-
All right,
talking
good.
about profit margins. Yeah,
They're
talking
trying
about
to stay
profit
under
margins.
budget, Frank. They're trying to stay under budget.
Yeah, their profits would go right out the window with me
They
there.
actually don't have pizza on the menu, so Steve won't come.
Where is Barack? I want Barack. I want Barack,
You can
yo.
call him right now.
I want Barack, yo. Get him on the phone. Get him on
It's 3 in the morning. The guy's got a baby.
It's almost 4. He should
Yeah.
be up.
Yeah.
Oh, he should be
About
getting up.
7:30 this morning, my phone is ringing. I was just waking up, and I has got to be Steve calling me. When I woke up, I see Barack. What the heck is he calling me for?
It's payback. That's payback.
Right.
That's
Give a
all it
call.
is.
See if he answers the phone.
My man, that guy is hilarious.
He is funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
Yeah.
What
we
did
all
I
know
do
that.
to him? What was it? I made him pull out the money. I made him pull out money at FH9, Frank. What did I do? He had like a dime in his hand of.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Frank. What was that about? I forgot.
About his pay.
I
or
remember
something
the
like that.
Barack Yo.
Yeah,
That's kind of
I
how he answers the phone now.
Yeah, but he was at Florida hunting. I was like, "Show me some Turkish money,"
Oh yeah.
and he pulled something out that was only worth like 20 cents. And I was
Yeah,
like,
it's about like a million something. Is like, how much is
Yeah.
that worth in American money? Like a quarter.
"Yeah." Dying laughing.
Yeah, unfortunately, guys. Mark, you want to call him up? No.
Well,
Yeah, he's
let me
just
check
telling-
when he messaged me this morning.
You just tell him I said he's a bum for not being on the show. That's all.
If it's at 4 a.m., then we're going to do it. If it's after,
Jason, have you met Barack?
Oh, many times. We've gone
Yeah.
on little mini vacations.
Oh, they're
together.
buddies.
Oh, yeah, buddies, huh? So Barack came to, I guess it was Florida Hunt, whatever, 6 or whatever. The first time he ever came out there.
Yeah, 6 or 7. Yeah.
And he was out there with Dwight. And we got to say hi to Dwight because Dwight's in the chat. Dwight's an awesome dude.
Dwight is cool.
And he's got this Barack with him. And I'm like, he's like, hello, I'm Barack from Turkey. And I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm like, yo, you're in America, man. Listen, you act like that, you're going to get pickpocketed and mugged left and right. I said, here's what I'm going to give you some advice. And here's what I want you to do. Because I think he was going to New York City or something. I'm going to teach you something. I want you
Or
to practice.
Vegas, a shot show or something.
Yeah, and you got to pull this off. I go, next time somebody comes up to you, I want you to go, I'm Barack, yo. Right?
He still does
The
that.
guy, so then he goes, oh, okay. I'm Barack, yo. No. It's I'm Barack, yo. And by the end of the day, dude, I thought he was going to start fights with everybody. The chest is out. He's walking up to people. He done, I'm Barack, yo. I'm Barack, yo. So and that's been like 5 years that he's been pulling that off.
In New York
Every
City,
time
to
we see
strangers,
him,
he's doing that.
Say it. He's like, I'm Brock, yo.
I don't know what he did in
Pretty
New
sure
York.
that's how he answered the phone this morning when I called him back.
Yeah, I don't know what he did in New York, but he didn't get beat up. So
I'll tell you, whenever I go out with Barack, what I love about him, it's so funny, is he always wants me to take selfie photos of him for him to put on Facebook. And so I'll take his phone, and every time, like, he poses in these most provocative, he'll do like like a little, like a 12-year-old girl would do. I said, Barack, I feel so sleazy even taking this photo.
Jason, we weren't going to talk
Jason,
about this.
Jason.
We weren't going to talk about it.
Jason, everybody's talking about the same thing.
Everyone's
Really? It's not just
Everybody.
me.
He takes his sunglasses and he goes like this.
all that stuff.
He gives the weirdest poses.
Oh, no.
It's
They're total
unbelievable.
GQ poses now.
Yes.
He's like,
Yeah,
you.
I
looking
feel
over the
so
sunlight.
uncomfortable. Like, Brock, I cannot even look at you like that.
It's weirder when you get them in the middle of the night, Jason. You haven't got that yet.
thank God he doesn't have my number. Thank God he doesn't have my number.
Steve, you don't have the ability by any chance to take names, do you?
No.
What did I just do?
Where's
I'm not on
She's been
Facebook.
watching.
Oh, yeah, okay, I got it. All right, guys, we're rolling up on an hour.
Why?
Wow.
We're not done.
Well, I want to get people rolling, making sure that they like the chat and stuff,
I'm talking to D-Lec.
because that's where we get the names from. Because in case anybody may have forgotten, Elec and Notka have generously offered to give away 3 AccuPoint pinpointers tonight. 3 of them.
Fantastic.
I see.
Fantastic.
If you are in the chat, whatever chat you're in, hit the like, and then I will, when we're next 10 minutes or so, I will go collect those names, and we'll start drawing out some winners of the AccuPoint.
You know, I'm watching this chat though, Frank, and there's a lot of comments about my wife.
Oh, listen.
Your wife must be a saint. She really must be.
I
Oh,
know
she
she's
is.
not.
There ain't no doubt about it. How she hasn't killed
No,
him.
you met her, Jason. You met her. You met her at the club.
I only
meeting.
met her briefly, though.
Yeah,
I didn't really get
briefly.
a chance to talk with her a long time.
And I know she slid her phone number in your pocket, and I'm not sure before you thought.
I didn't
Well,
want to
I
tell
got-
you out of respect to our relationship.
Yeah.
Elec,
No,
I got
no.
a thank you for you from Barb Connell and the great Christmas giveaway. Thanking you for always being supportive. It's probably a hit, but it's a good cause. I get it.
Oh my God.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank
Or-
you. They're
or-
very welcome. When it comes to kids,
Yeah.
you know,
Absolutely.
anything for the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a
Absolutely.
great thing she does too. That's awesome. And yeah, she even thanked you on Josh's show, Beyond Sight and Sound. So I know they hold you. Everyone holds you in high regards. I think you're awesome. I did. It was so funny when we met them, and I even videoed it, and I snuck up on you. You turned around and saw me, and you were laughing. I know you thought I was going to steal your sandwich, but no, I didn't.
All right. So here's one more question. When's this PI coming out?
Ooh.
Pulse induction?
I heard rumor that there's a PI machine coming.
Yes. there is one in the works, and let's say hopefully sooner than later. I mean, definitely not this year. Hopefully sometime next year. We'll see. But it's, I mean, the engineering team took it to the field for the first time a couple of weeks ago. So, I mean, there's still a lot to be done, but at least they got to the level where they could actually take the unit to the field for testing. So we'll see.
And you would never tell us about it early on, would you? When it
Nah.
comes up, you would never come on here and talk about it once it comes out, right? Never.
No,
No, never. Mm-mm.
yeah, and I wouldn't give one out.
No, you would
No,
never.
no.
No, because no.
You can
I
give
do-
one to Steve because he needs something to hang like clothes on in the corner.
You know, I went detecting yesterday.
Yeah, what'd you find?
I didn't find shit.
You found what I found, and I've been sick for a week.
Yeah, I found my way to the beach though. I just needed a day out of the house, man. Things have been really crazy here. It's, who knows? But yeah, now the weather's starting to break. I would like to start. It's about time to do the beach and the dirt. But we haven't even been done. My wife had her knee done. She's still, I can't get down the shore.
I'm in South Florida, and it's 67 today.
It's beautiful.
Ooh.
Beautiful here.
Tell me about it. I went and had to turn the heater up a little bit. Got my
You feeling any better?
me?
No, the guy next to you.
Oh, him. It's up and down. My chest. I can barely talk. I got me and about 15 other people at the Central Florida hut got hit with influenza A.
They were making out.
Yeah, that's it.
I told
Yeah.
John Porcello to stop kissing me, but he wouldn't let me.
I know I think he was the root of it all.
But anyway, it's triggered. I've had mild lung conditions since I was a little kid. So it triggered all kinds of stuff, and I almost spent the night in the hospital last night.
Wow.
I managed to
Wow.
talk them into let me go home.
And absolutely nothing can shut you up, can it?
You know what? It's difficult.
Nothing can shut you
I
up.
wanted to get one of those little typing machines where it talks for me. I couldn't type that fast.
That's not creepy at all.
No, not at all. That
As
little
long as
voice.
it sounds like the Bluetooth girl, that's
Oh, yeah.
great. Then
Oh
we'll do
yeah,
it.
there's a new job for her once they get rid of her out of the
Yeah.
headphones.
Hello.
The show is connectate. The show is disconnectate.
Good news, if you have a simplex, she's still going to be with you. If you have a legend, she's gone. So upgrade
Oh,
to
that
the
is so funny.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
I'm glad you're feeling better. I guess Celeste's feeling better too. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I had a slight fever. I couldn't breathe. Celeste spiked at 103.7. We're still.
How did we drift away from Delek and the gang here?
Well, we were trying to work our way to Steve's colonoscopy. Gave up.
I'm acting concerned about Frank a little bit. Okay.
First of all, he said he was going to come on the show and not talk. He hasn't shut up since he got on the show.
It's not good.
Yeah, Frank. That's what I mean. Exactly.
Steve, you said you went to the beach. And in all seriousness, I don't think we mentioned this about the score and the double score. We talked about the simplicity of it, that it's a turn on and go detector. But just repeating for those that have heard what the score is and the double score, this is going to be the little brother or the little brothers, they're twins, to the Legend. And it's going to be the bigger brother to the Simplex new generation, the Simplex Ultra. So it's going to fit right in that middle price point. It is waterproof, 16 feet. Go ahead.
Simultaneous multi-frequency machine.
And that's
The
what I'm
first-
getting at.
The first simultaneous multi-frequency machines.
That's right.
Fully waterproof, submersible up to 16 feet at an incredible price. So this is going to be another first in this industry, guys.
That's right.
Explore.
And just to make sure you didn't go changing the headphone jack on me, right?
Please, no.
Oh Jesus.
No.
Okay, good.
Costs
No.
a lot of money every time you do that.
No.
I'm gonna
No.
say something.
Costs you a lot
If
of
a
money.
detectorist out there, does not have at least one Notka machine in their arsenal, They're really missing out. They're missing out. Like I said, I'm going to promote the Legend because I just see that is when something is proven, I like to put it out there and let people know that's proven to be a great machine. And like I said, if you're a detectorist and like Jason said, he couldn't wait to try it. Okay, if you waited a while before the Legend to try a Noka product, it's about time you've tried one. Because I was brand specific to a point at one time, and Notka broke me away from that brand of being brand specific.
Yes.
How do I put this? When something works for me, I'm not a big guy that changes. I don't like to change too much. But so I kept an eye. I'm watching the Legend, and I wound up getting one. I'm like, because all right, I'm hearing good things. Jason had the video coming out. Like, all right, so this is worth me looking into, and I now have the Legend in the top of my arsenal. We'll say it really is in the top. And the weather's getting cooler. I want to try and get out there. If I get some good property, I want to try and get out there with that Legend and see if I can't find some of the same things they're finding on that Quarter Hoarder show.
You're gonna love it, Steve. And
I think,
and not to make
Call
you buy
Rich.
more stuff.
Rich.
If you can get your hands on one of those LG24 coils, those things are incredible.
And maybe get your hands on one of those rich guys because he apparently finds them.
That guy. Yeah.
There's another reason that you're going to want to start swinging the Legend is we have a surprise update that we're working on. And I don't think we have a timeline, do we, Delic, about what's coming for the Legend for that update?
No, I don't want to give a date, but
Okay.
then again, we're not too far away from an update that we're going to give for the Legend. This is going to make especially relic hunters very happy. We're going to be adding a new mode to the Legend called the Beast mode.
Oh, yeah. We've been hearing about everybody talking about the beast mode.
Internal code name is Mark. They say that. In
The more time in my
Mark
mouth,
the
I
Beast.
thought it was going to be the DA mode, but
I thought you were going to say Frank. I was going to shoot.
Well, actually, we call it the Boost mode. But yeah, some people call it the Beast mode, Boost mode. Doesn't matter.
they can't
but-
name the new mode after me, Ron, because they already named the machine the Legend. So it would be redundant.
Okay.
See what I told you, D-Lec? All those good things I said while he was away from the camera?
Now you know.
Now do you see? Now do you see?
Now I understand, Steve. Yes.
Sometimes it surprises me that he can close his car door when he gets hit.
It's so big.
His head's so damn big.
The hat is stretching a little bit, but that's
It ain't got nothing about the head. Your big fat head.
all right. Let's give away an AccuPoint.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hold you up as long as
Are
I
we
can.
allowed to enter?
No,
No.
You know.
They don't even let my wife enter. Is that it? Hold that up. I want to see. You've had it this time?
What?
Oh,
Yeah, put it on. I mean, it never looks good when you hold things up on a live show, but
here
Yeah, it's
I'm
nice and
I'm going
yellow,
to zoom
I
in
think.
on you, Jason. Show everybody the screen.
Enhance.
well, I don't know how good it's going to come through.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
No, that looks great.
Yeah.
Turn it
They
sideways.
call it the banana. Some people I heard.
Turn
Now,
it
mine's
sideways.
already dirty, so it's like a ripe banana. There's like. But yeah, you can see the screen on there. I don't know how.
Oh, yeah.
Look how sensitive it is.
Oh, turn it sideways.
Turn
If
your
I turned the
banana
headphones on,
sideways.
you wouldn't have heard that, but I would have.
Yeah, turn it
Turn your
sideways.
banana sideways.
So yeah, it's got the nice
Yeah.
Nokia font on there. I'm gonna turn it off so that you can't. It doesn't go crazy.
Yeah, no, that's nice.
But
Yeah, I
it's
like
nice,
that.
and the tip, like I said,
Mm.
comes off if you can see it. I can't orient it. I'm sorry.
I see that. You're
That's
nice.
fine.
And I was worried that when if you stick it in the mud or something like sticky soil and you pull it out, the tip might yank off. It's not. It's on there pretty good, so you're not going to lose it.
That's
So
good.
great one. And like I said, I can't recommend it enough. This isn't the stock lanyard. Someone sent me this,
Oh,
but this is the AccuPoint in all its glory.
That's beautiful, man.
Nice.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
I'm
I
Jason.
can't wait.
Noctanana.
I see that. I see that in my future.
Now
When
you didn't make it that color because of his videos where they're eating the bananas all the time.
Are they?
I don't know if Delic ever watched my videos, and that's
You
okay.
ever watch his videos? You got to watch his
Because
they
at
get this
first
thing
there
about
was
the
the
banana.
mini horde, and I'm the only guy with horde in his name. Now they get my banana shtick going on. But I'm an equal opportunity person. I help you.
Now you know our secret. We just literally watch your videos
Yeah.
and try to pick things out of it.
Last chance,
Machines
folks.
around his
Like
videos.
the broadcast. You can like it, you can hate it. I don't care. Do something with the broadcast. Make your mark. And I'm about to draw a name.
Okay.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I just got to make a little statement here while you're doing this.
It's backwards.
Is
Nobody
that
can
the
read
I
it.
Love Delic
I-
again? The
I have.
I hate Frank. I hate Michael Baumhoff and especially Don Wolf. I'm reading the chat, and
They're picking
I'm
on him.
surprised my wife isn't in the chat tonight, to tell you the truth.
Me too.
Yeah, that is funny. All of a sudden, she's not on the show.
All right, hold on. I got to go to the other page. So here we go. Here we go. We're going to draw for the first AccuPoint, guys.
I guess I got to start writing stuff backwards. You guys, what am I on?
Jason, you tell your peeps to
In
get
the mirror? In the mirror.
What's that, Mark?
You tell your peeps to get in here for this drawing.
Yeah, they might win one.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, guys. So the winner of the first AccuPoint. And you
That
have
lady.
1 minute to respond in the chat. And that's all I need to say. Stephen Wigington. Stephen Wigington. You are the first name being drawn for the AccuPoint.
Congrats.
Congrats.
You got 1
You gotta
minute.
answer
to
up.
type it in.
Congratulations.
He's got to answer up.
Enjoy
And
the-
I do want to promote Jason's page. You only broadcast on YouTube, correct?
Yeah, I'm a one-trick pony. It's hard
Okay.
to keep track of more than one.
And it's under
Stephen
quarter hoarder.
Wigington's here, by the way. Stephen Wigington is here.
All right,
Steven.
congratulations, Stephen.
Congratulations.
Send your shipping info to me, and I will forward it to DLAC.
Okay, because if you're responsible for sending it out, they'll never get it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Jason can be found under Quarter Hoarder on YouTube. Jason, if you want to post it on our page, get people to, I know you got probably about like 8 billion subscribers, but maybe Don Went will go start harassing you on your page instead of me on mine.
I appreciate it. They're all welcome if they'd like to watch.
All right, congrats, Stephen Wigington. All right.
That's nice. How come my wife don't ever get the win, huh?
I'm not even seeing her on here.
Employees'
No.
families are not eligible usually.
What about Champ?
The
Where is
dog,
my
yeah.
puppy?
You got to get a Facebook page for the dog.
Dude, I'm going to make one.
There you go.
Champ
I'll-
wants to move here to Florida with me.
No, he doesn't.
He misses me.
He don't even want to get his ass off the couch up here. You think he's moving?
He says he wants me to feed him crab meat under the table again.
Oh,
You know what?
I want crab meat. I won't
All
go
right.
to the table for it.
Last chance if you're just coming on the page, like the broadcast, guys, in the little chat. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't care. And we're about to draw the name for the second AccuPoint pinpointer.
Frank, I don't know how you got so fortunate to score 3 of them before they're even out in the public. How'd you swing that?
She felt bad because she couldn't find me a T-shirt that fit.
It's
Ah,
true.
you had her by the ringer. I got you.
Yeah.
I say I didn't even open the package since she gave it to me. I'm like, I'm not opening it for the show. I rip
It
it
was
open
a 3XL.
and I look at it, it's 3XL. I put
Frank,
it over
I
my
told-
head and that's where it stopped.
I told
Right there.
Mark earlier today I had to make my own Nokta shirts because their 3XL is like a pair of underwear on me.
Everybody,
I'm
everybody in
like
Turkey,
muffin topping, like things that are hanging off of me that no human being should see.
everybody in Turkey is apparently this big. And
Yeah.
this around.
And
What
I
is
held
this?
up, Frank. I held up their small next to their 2XL. They're exactly the same.
And you know, the thing is,
So
I know-
Barack is a 3XL, is what you're saying.
No,
I
no,
know
Brock
this shirt is
squeezes
like-
himself into a medium.
They are. They're nice. They're nice quality. They're like
They are
almost like a
quality. They're just
compression
tiny
shirt.
over there.
And beautiful logo. And I pull it over and it's like, joking me.
You guys got to tell Barack next time he needs to be on here to defend himself.
Yeah.
I tried
he'll
to
just
get,
do
right
both.
after I talked to him, I tried to get
If he can wake up,
He'll
that guy loves sleeping.
do GQ poses the whole time.
Yeah,
He
there
will.
you go.
Let me go back and pull a name here, guys.
Excuse me. How did you get there? You all right?
Who is he talking to?
The
Are you
dog.
okay?
Dog or something?
My princess, not my granddaughter.
Oh, your granddaughter. Okay.
Aw.
My life is my granddaughter. Everything revolves around her.
Aw.
Aw.
I was teaching her to drive today. Oh Jesus, she does pretty well. She does well.
How old is she?
How old is she?
17.
Oh, 7. You have a 17-year-old granddaughter?
Yeah,
Wow.
Mom,
she beats me up like there's no tomorrow. Oh my
All
God.
All right, I got another winner. Now,
Okay.
this particular winner, I'm not sure if she actually detects or if it's going to her significant other. But Judy Picard. Judy Picard, you've got 60 seconds to respond on the chat.
Arnold Picard is great. Arnold Picard is one of the greatest guys in the world.
I hope
Howard.
she detects and she keeps it.
And
first.
Howard Picard is one of the best ones.
They are so funny, those guys.
Oh Jesus. Yeah. Howard got me at FH something or other. One of them. I thought he was Arnold.
Judy Picard is here.
Oh
She's
yeah.
here.
Congratulations.
Judy.
Oh, 2 for 2.
Wow.
Judy, PM your information to me. I will forward all the winners to DLEC.
Including telephone numbers, please, because when we ship them DHL, we need a telephone number.
Okay, tell your shipping address, telephone number, whole 9 yards.
And Barack will send you one of his famous GQ poses.
Oh, there you go.
Personally
Autograph.
signed.
It comes
That's what
with the
I'm afraid of.
AccuPoint.
I'm afraid of that.
It comes with a lipstick stain on the back of it, too.
Oh, that's terrible, dude. That's horrible.
I am Barack, yo.
I saw a couple of those pictures, like the beautiful skyline. He's on a balcony and he's like puckering.
Yeah, that's what he does. He's
What are you
puckering.
doing, dude?
He does.
We
I
love
thought
you.
maybe it's a cultural thing because over here, like, you couldn't get away with that.
No,
That's how
no, it's not Jason. Believe me.
they pucker like that. They fit right into those tiny shirts.
You'd be surprised what they're getting away with these days in America.
Yeah. You're not kidding.
He might make a good. They might hire him to try and sell Bud Lights, maybe.
Oh, I'm not
Yeah, that's
gonna do
just
that.
wrong.
Hey, he's not here to defend himself.
Yep.
That's right.
Listen, you people break my stones whether I'm here, whether I'm not.
That's true.
True.
That's
you know,
right.
Yeah, I get beat up everywhere. Everywhere.
What's your point?
Vengeance.
But on a serious note, Steve, did you know that Barack can speak Chinese? Like
He
fluent
speaks
Chinese?
like 14 languages or something.
Yeah, that guy, like, he's a hidden genius. You'd never
Yeah.
know.
He did. We told him to speak Chinese or something at FH9, and he was like, boom. And I like,
Yeah.
well, I can't tell if he's just making it up or he really can speak
No,
it.
he
Or-
really
No.
knows. I think Nokta sends him to China when there's
Yeah.
events. Don't you, deal
He's
He told us he speaks like 10 languages or something.
no.
Well, that's what he told me.
He made
No.
up the other 7, but he speaks
He just
Chinese.
he just speaks it like Turkish, English, and Chinese. That's all.
Just 3.
And
Yeah.
so therefore you don't know what he was saying about you when he was talking to you in Chinese. Because you know he was.
He speaks Turkish, English, and Chinese. He's already got me beat by like.
Dude, I'm not even going there. I could.
But he
He's
did
still
study in
struggling with the
China.
first
He
language.
went to college. He went to college in China,
No
so he
kidding.
does speak Chinese.
Oh, he went to
Wow.
college in China.
Yeah.
See, I need him to come hang out with me. He can tell me what these girls are saying behind the curtain.
That's,
I don't know.
That's just
I
so
don't-
wrong.
I don't know what the hell they're saying.
One of those shops, Steve. One of those shops is opening up right down the street from us.
Oh man.
Oh, I'm coming over.
Big sign.
Oh yeah. I'm on my way.
All right, we're going to give away the third one because D-Lec apparently has not even slept yet, and it's like
She's
on
half
page 3 and not
delirious at this point.
4:15.
All right, guys, we're going to go. Let me switch over one more time. I got to check 3 different lists here. So, and by the way, we get a hello from Dawn and Shelly Williams, and Can You Dig It? And they wanted me to remind everybody they are live Thursday night.
Hi.
Make sure everybody tunes in to Shelly and Dawn, because Dawn's had some health problems. They've got some family stuff, but they're going to be live Thursday night at 7 o'clock. They
I can
are
dig it.
big DLEC fans, trust me.
Oh,
Hold on, it's dragging now. I can't even get the list to come up. Hold on.
Hello. This reminds me of the old times when we used to do shows. Any
Building.
day, Frank. Any day.
Listen, I'm not sitting here wasting my time. I'm trying to get the list to move faster.
What? And you know what? I was thinking the other day. I missed detecting with you. What a fool am I?
Yo, you guys please come down here, dude. I got 9,000 miles of beach.
What a fool am I?
Jason, can you get the acupoint on Beavis and Butthead?
I'm trying to get on this year's episode of the Smurfs, Mark. One thing at a time.
All right, so I got a winner. However, I have to ask DLEC if we put it back in and move along. I don't know that circumstance. One of your reps in Murfreesboro, Arkansas this weekend, just name came up.
Oh, a spokesperson.
Yes.
In Arkansas.
That we
You
just
had 2 people go. You had 2 people go to Murfreesboro this weekend.
well, we just sent one. Starts with a B.
Now, that's the
Okay.
one who's official, right?
That's the official.
Brandon?
Okay, then the winner is Damian Wolfhart.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, Damien.
Oh,
Damien.
I know
Damien. That's fine. Damien, actually, he's not
Wait
a
a minute.
nomad.
Hold on. I don't
Okay,
like him.
I want to.
Damien is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say.
No,
I
no,
don't-
no, no. I don't like him.
Listen, I thought you were going to say Brandon, and Brandon is a nomad, and he couldn't,
Yeah.
know,
Now, if it was Brandon,
get
I would
the
have just moved on.
acupoint.
I wasn't sure about Damien. Damien's an awesome guy. Loves Notka. Oh my God, the guy loves Notka. And,
And
congratulations,
let me
Damien,
tell
got-
you, I've never seen such a hardworking guy in my life.
Wait,
he's-
apparently Damien Wolfhart speaks Chinese as well. He
He
just
does?
said him and Barack can speak Chinese.
Wow. I didn't.
Does
know
he
that.
really?
That's what he told me.
I thought he just ordered off the menu in Chinese.
Yeah, that's what he does. He
That
always
could
does-
be.
But you know
No.
what you just said there is that our guy at Arkansas. It's the way he acts, like Delix just said.
Yeah.
Hardworking, completely volunteers his time.
Yep.
And a huge shout out for all of his help at Central Florida Sunshine Shootout
Yes.
in Arkansas. Amazing. Thank you,
Mhm.
Damien. It couldn't have
Thank
gone
you, Damien.
If you have never
You wanna get off the
metal
show?
detected next
I'll
to
get it.
Damien, let me tell you something about Damien. He's an animal. He's an
Yeah.
animal on the field, man. I'll tell you what. The man we almost physically restrained him and put him into an ambulance.
He says, yes, he
And
does.
All right,
That's
listen.
not even a joke.
He
That's
does.
not
Um,
even a joke.
Chinese.
I got to cut out. My granddaughter demands my time, and so let me get out of here by saying, Delec, thank you very much. I love you.
Thank
Mark-
you,
Mark,
Steve.
you're awesome.
Thank you.
Jason, thanks for being on the show, man. I like having you. It's a good, nice, fun time being on here. Ronnie, good seeing you. Frank, I hate you.
Excuse me. All right, brother.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Take it easy, Steve.
Bye,
Take
Steve.
it easy, Steve.
That was funny.
It's a good
Yeah.
All
He's
right,
such a funny guy.
congratulations, Damien. Damien, PM your info over to me, and I'll get it. Congratulations to our winners. Thank you so much, Delek and Notka and Mark and Jason for being here tonight, and everything you guys have done for us over the years. We love Notka, and like I said, it's not all about I just blow smoke up everyone's rear end for Notka. Me and Delek have had our moments. But you got to love the product they're putting out, and you got to love the company and the work that they're putting into this hobby. It's awesome. And it
Thank you,
should
Frank.
be,
Thanks a lot. Thank you, Ronnie.
it should be the benchmark for all of them, and it will be in the future, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
thank you so much, guys, and congrats to our winners.
Congrats, everyone.
Yep.
Congratulations. Jason, you want to say a few
We're
words?
gonna let you go to sleep.
Jason, it's all yours.
What's that?
You want to say a few words, and
Speech.
Mark, before we
Oh,
leave?
yeah. I mean, I
Speak.
could sing a song or something.
Twinkle.
No, I mean, I'm glad to be on here. I mean, like I said, I'm a huge fan of the product like you, Frank. They won me over with
Exactly.
reliability and just good products. So I'm happy to be, affiliated with them anyway, because I like companies that make good things and stand behind good things. And I defy you to have a problem or a question and them not respond, which is just amazing in today's world.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having us on the show. We're so excited to be able to share some of this new information, the new products, the score, double score, AccuPoint, talk about the company. This is why we're here, is to kind of just tell who we are, tell the new stuff coming around the corner, but also to engage with the community. It means a lot to us, as you can see, Delic being up 4:30. She's going to be at work probably in an hour. And
Yeah, but did you see her office? She's probably got a bed and everything there. She'll probably take a nap.
I actually do have a nice sofa.
Perfect.
yeah, it is
She's
very
probably at work now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking early on.
No, that was good. That was good.
You deserve
Right
Thank
that.
you, guys.
Go ahead.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. So,
Nocta loves you. Bye.
All right, guys. We'll see you later.
thank you.
Bye, guys.
Take
All
care.
right, thanks for coming on.
I got to get rid of everybody one at a time because I'm not technical. All right, Ronnie, we're back.
All right. That was a very good show.
Good show. Great to have the Elec and that crew on. Great to see Stevie. Fun time.
Yep.
And
Always good. Always good.
anything else, man?
No, I think we did very well today, and thanks for everybody for watching. We had a really big crowd out there tonight. And,
Yeah, a big turnout tonight, and it's awesome.
We do
And
appreciate.
Really,
that.
no glitches. Nothing crashed and burned.
Yeah, they didn't close us down for our song or nothing.
Nothing. As far as I know.
Yeah, that's true. No, it's been running. I've been watching the Facebook feed, so we're all good. We're all good.
Well, I'm going to go. I'm going to go try and breathe and maybe eat something.
All right, man. Great show. That's all I can say. Thank you,
See you
everybody.
guys next week.
Bye bye.